I'm real excited that we can be here today. This is Jonah and Ken, and father and son, and they're both here to be baptized today together, which is really a very special time. It's really cool, Jonah. I'm excited that you and your dad are going to get to do this together, and that he's going to be here with us through this process. Why don't you tell me why you want to be baptized today? Tell me a little bit about what that means to you.
Well, I decided I wanted to get baptized because I want to go in God's direction, and I want to make good choices, and not follow like the devil's way or whoever's way that is, and I just want to go in God's direction.
We talked a little earlier about when you accepted Jesus Christ and made that decision, because I think you guys were talking as a family. Can you tell me about that again?
Yeah, when we were in the car once, we were talking about my mom's Nana when she died and when she got baptized. And I was thinking, well, I should get baptized or not. And I accepted Jesus Christ first, then got baptized. Well, I'm not really baptized right now, but so I decided to go in God's direction and follow the rules and just be a good boy and stuff.
Very good. Very good. I'm really excited for you. When you talked about earlier, you talked about accepting Jesus Christ into your heart. Can you tell me what that means to you?
You'll go to God and not in the lake of fire, and you'll be in heaven for the rest of your life, I think.
I think you're right. I think you're right. That's really cool. He's got a great understanding, Ken, about what it means to be a believer. And I know you and Kim, and I know how you raised your kids. So tell us a little bit about the journey for you guys, and that's brought you to this point as well, to say, hey, this is something I want to do with Jonah.
Well, I was raised in a Christian home. Both my parents had my twin sister and my older sister in church every Sunday. In addition to being in church every Sunday, I was involved in church activities, and I spent time with friends from church throughout the summer, throughout the school year. And that environment when I moved into college was not something I pursued because it was expected, but I really preferred it. As Kim and I got married and had kids, it was important for us to ensure that we had our kids involved in church, have them involved in a Christian environment, so that their influences were creating a strong, firm foundation to where we come to today.
Very cool. Now your involvement and your decision to accept Christ, did it come real naturally to you, kind of like it was really no major decision part of the process, it was just kind of the natural deal? Or do you remember a specific time frame when you said, okay, this is a definite decision? What was that like for you? Some people have different experiences.
Oh, certainly. There was a time that I remember during the summertime, maybe typical of many kids, during church camp, in which they're just it's a very moving environment, and a lot of reflection on your own life and how you're doing things and things that you can do better. And I remember specifically a time in which I had personally said, I need to live my life for the Lord and live it for Jesus Christ, because just going to things and going to meetings and sort of going in that routine for me was empty without having made that personal choice to follow the Lord.
That's awesome. And so, coming today to be baptized along with Jonah, what does that mean to you? What does that? Tell me a little bit about what that's like for you.
Sure. And I think after Jonah's decision on his part, I think I really did some soul searching on my end, and really tried to figure out what's the holdup. And I think I really decided just that I'd come to a point where indecision was comfortable, and that at some point it just wasn't an appropriate way to continue to go. So I just felt like I wanted to do something that was proactive, that not only honored Jesus Christ, but really helped show Jonah that the decision he was making, was something that I can show him an example for too. So as much as it's his decision, he's really helped me be bold.
So you were baptized at the other church. It's just a matter we practice it differently.
Sure.
So this is in no way our church, or no way me or anyone else questioning your salvation. It's just a matter of practice of how we do baptism.
Oh, absolutely. And, I think really, something that we've talked about before is that, going through this process and the baptismal process that the Baptist Church has, just as you said, it's not changing my salvation, because ultimately, today in this baptism is just an outward expression of really the internal decision that I made a long time ago. And, this is just a symbol of Jesus Christ's love for me and for all that he has done for me. This is the least I can do to show others that when you accept Jesus Christ, that his example is what we should all be doing.